Tonight's debate, hosted by WXOW along with the League of Women Voters and Wisconsin Public Radio WLSU, touched on a number of topics, including a measure of contention brought up by candidate Mitch Reynolds in his opening statement. Now, Reynolds says his supporters have been the target of online intimidation, a point both candidates addressed throughout the night.
I'd rather not have the abuse that my supporters are suffering online, and call on my opponent to renounce that level of bullying and threatening and intimidation and harassment.
I did address the specific bullying that you said was happening. I did say that I had reached out to those that were bullying. Of course, that is not something that I want to see.
As for some of what the candidates would like to see if elected mayor, Markison says she will, quote, hold the line on property taxes. When it comes to homelessness, Markison says she trusts the nonprofit groups like the Cooley Collaborative to end homelessness to take the lead on solutions. She also said tonight she does not support a road through the La Crosse Marsh, but does want to continue talks with the DOT about better north-south access. Reynolds says he unilaterally supports ending the north-south corridor talks, as any solution would encroach into either the marsh or neighborhoods. His idea to ease the tax burden in La Crosse would be through growing affordable housing to change the city's tax assessment. And in that vein, he says he supports a housing first plan when it comes to homelessness, providing stable, long-term shelter as a way for people to then tackle their basic needs. Now, public safety also weighed heavily as candidates offer differing views on how the city, under their leadership, would fund safety services.
I believe that our county's health and social services, health and human services can be helping with some of the additional resources that are needed. And I know that our police chief has ideas on how we can get people resources before they're incarcerated. So I think if we're expecting our police department to address the many needs that they are encountering, we have to ensure they have the funding to do it and to keep us safe.
I've called for reallocation potentially of police funding to support work in other areas that address social needs, as well as mental health needs and addiction needs as well. I also believe that we can utilize some funding if we can find ways to do it effectively, to proactively engage our community to get at the root of where crime occurs.
And you can see the entire hour-long debate now through April 6th, Election Day, over at WXOW.com.